back to Better Living. I've been joined now by John Oswald from the Appliance Center, which is where we sit today. It's gorgeous. These kitchens are so pretty.
They are fun. It's kind of the new living room. I think people love to actually entertain more now than ever in this space where the food's at, I guess.
I joke because in my house it's not where the food is, it's where the wine is poured because I can't cook. So. Well, they still congregate there.
They do, they do. As a matter of fact, I heard there's some Tony Pacos in the building, so everyone almost magically disappeared. So
yeah, they just left us here. We're the only ones not eating lunch right now. Let's talk about what you have going on here at the Appliance Center. You guys have a big anniversary, don't you? Yeah,
50 plus years in the Toledo area. So we're really excited. You know, we try to grow every year and add more employees. So you can never have enough fun things for the home. So we're adding, you know, kitchens obviously and flooring and all the fun things that go into the home. And I think people are obviously in this town we get a little that cabin fever. So we tend to, you know, put a lot of money in our kitchens now. So we thought it was a natural extension to add kitchens to the arsenal. So I've been doing that for a few years, and so they're fun. Appliances, flooring, everyone wants to really buy from really one place. It makes it easier. And
I was just going to say it is one-stop shopping because I can come in here and I can see how an appliance is going to fit into cabinets, or you know what it would look like with a different color cabinet for somebody who's a little challenged in that regard, like me.
Absolutely. It's hard to visualize,
it is.
You know, what a kitchen will look like in a catalog, and that's how we used to do it in the past. Well, now, seeing it for the first time, seeing the colors and the finishes and the antiquing, it's really a realistic rendition of what it could look like in your own home.
I love the floor, too. You've got these thick plank, like a wood floor, thick plank, dark wood. It makes me want to change the floor in my kitchen, too. I'm like, oh, they look so good with those cabinets.
That's the desired effect. You know, the realistic end of it, there's probably maybe 20 different kitchen displays roughly in the area, in the store here. So we'd love to, you know, show it off. And the one behind us obviously is a popular one, Electrolux. And having the different types of solid surfaces, the quartz and the granites, and there's even some other new materials. The concretes obviously are popular, so that's one of the starting points. Whether it's people see the floor and fall in love with that, they build their kitchen from that, or the countertops. So we need one of those starting points sometimes.
I've heard a lot of people talking about the concrete countertops. It seems to be a very trendy thing.
Sure.
And I didn't look. Is there one in here?
There is one real similar behind us over here.
Yeah, I'm going to have to see what it looks like. Everybody's talking about it. You are a staple of Toledo, and it's really important for people to shop here, shop local, to shop with people who have started their businesses here and have built them and have employed people over the years. That's important, isn't it?
We love that you know, people have been supporting us for 50 plus years, and we have 130 local employees here, and we think now more than ever it's important to, whenever possible, patronize businesses that are based here, and your dollars stay here. And obviously we support the schools and police and fire and parks and whatnot. So we believe in recycling our dollars whenever we can. So we appreciate that. I mean, without, you know, people buying from local businesses, obviously we wouldn't be here. So
yeah. It is so important. Let's talk a little bit. In my house, it's always basketball season. I'm a true fan, and I have AAU players, so we play year-round. Right. But for the rest of the world, that's normal. This month is kind of a big basketball month. Just a little bit, just a few games going on. Yeah. So what do you have for us during basketball season? Because it seems like the perfect time for me to put in a new TV. Absolutely.
You know, March Madness, we love it. Obviously the busiest time of the year for television sales, even probably bigger than you know, the few days after Thanksgiving. So the new types of television technologies, the curved televisions, they even have televisions now coming out that are actually almost flexible, the flexible OLEDs. So you'll be able to, almost like a wallpaper, or roll it on the side of your bedroom areas and on your ceiling, and all different areas and applications that they couldn't do before. So televisions that little pixels on them shut off, where before people would maybe say, I want the picture to be a little brighter, a little darker. Well, now certain parts of the TVs literally just shut off. So all the new technologies that are out there, larger screens that are now finally affordable, less than $1,000 for a 70-inch television.
Wow.
they finally made it somewhat more affordable for most of us, and obviously they're brighter and they last longer. So it's one of the few things probably that we can buy that's less expensive and better.
Right.
So.
It's so true. And the technology is, I mean, that's so far above me. I didn't realize you could put a TV on the ceiling. I may have to have one of those for my room. Then I don't have to sit up in bed and watch. I can just lay down. What you guys know all of that technology, though. For somebody who would be really confused by everything that's available, if I come in and say, hey, I'm going to put it in my kitchen, and there's a lot of daylight, there's a lot of sun that comes in there, whatever, you can tell me what would be best.
Absolutely. Some of them for sure have that, glass reflection. But for the most part, television now, manufacturers realize people want to put them in all different environments, whether it's next to doors and windows and glass surfaces. So some of them absorb most of the ambient light around them, so they look great even in the brightest rooms.
I think that I just may need a new TV while I'm here today. Yeah. My husband is so wishing they would quit letting me go out of the studio because it just ends up badly for his checkbook every time. So we're going to continue our discussion with John when we come back to the Appliance Center, tell you what else is going on here. We'll be right back on Better Living. Well, welcome back to Better Living and welcome back to the Appliance Center. We're here with John Oswald. We've been talking about some crazy TVs that you can get, this awesome technology. You can put them on your ceiling. You can put them on a wall that's curved, and I'm absolutely fascinated. But let's talk about some of the brands that you guys offer, because you have some quality brands, some unique things.
From every price point you can imagine in appliances and home furnishings and cabinetry and flooring, electronics, all across the board, from the Sub-Zero, Wolf, Electrolux, the high-end premium brands. There's about 40 appliance brands, and most people talk about we have 6, 7 brands. To have 40-plus appliance brands, that is a lot. And other, obviously, categories, we've got all the mainstream brands in flooring and cabinetry. And but the nice thing is we make it easy. Even though we have 200-plus brands within, the store, we do try to help people with brands that make sense. We understand the Toledo area. We understand really what sells well and the products that last a long time. And if we're behind a brand and we're recommending it, typically we're really comfortable with it for a long, long time. We want to obviously see people back at some point, but for the most part, we don't want to carry brands that don't have a long history. So for the most part, most of our brands have been around 50, 60, or 100 plus years. So it's not uncommon. So
I think that goes back to the whole shopping locally and how long you've been in the community. You want to make sure people have something that's going to reflect well on you too, because you are part of this community. You're part of that fabric. It sounds too like if you have that many brands, you probably have whatever budget or whatever price point I have. If I come in and tell you that, you can then direct me to the best brand in that price point.
Absolutely. It's one of probably the first questions we get asked is, what's the best one for the money, or what's the best value overall? And without question, we like to gravitate towards brands that hopefully that are produced in Northwest Ohio, and a lot of our appliances, probably our #1 brand now is made in Northwest Ohio. And our outdoor furniture brands, an Amish brand made an hour and a half away, and so a lot of furniture as well, and a lot of them are made in Northwest Ohio too. So, but for the most part, without question, we love to have brands that make sense for the money too. There's a lot of also other brands out there that might be a little more expensive, but might be more efficient. Some brands cost very little to operate in appliances, for instance. So oftentimes the most expensive washer you can buy is the least expensive one to buy in the beginning. So talking about the longevity of a brand or its efficiency sometimes is not exciting really to talk about out of the gate, but it's something to talk about in the beginning with customers so they fully understand the whole price.
Well, it's important. I'm going to care about that when my electric bill or gas bill is coming. That's going to be important to me. Talk about keeping the money too. We were talking earlier in the first segment about recycling money and keeping it here. If I'm buying brands that have even been made in our area, that's even better. If I'm really trying to pinch some pennies right now, or I want to find a great deal, you guys have just opened an outlet too. Tell me about the outlet.
Well, we've wanted to do that for a long, long time. Customers oftentimes ask us, what do you do with last year's inventory or the closeouts and product that just isn't selling? So the outlet is a natural extension for us. It's right on the property on our Conant Street entrance, and the nice thing is, for the first time ever, we're able to put all of that product in one place, price it literally like it's got to go today, and we've had tremendous success with it. We have one gentleman in particular, Todd Isaacson, that's been with us a long time. He runs that location for us and does a fantastic job. But the nice thing is we can show all of our categories in one place, make it easy for people, and still offer the services we offer now, like free delivery. So
that's great. I can, get to shop at an outlet because, look, we women love outlet shopping. That's just a reality. So I can go there, but I still know it's trustworthy. It's still someone I can trust. Talk about what's coming up this week and this weekend. What can I find if I come into the Appliance Center?
Well, my 95-year-old grandma, she doesn't like oftentimes for me to say the age, but she does tell her friends that, though. So she's been instrumental in Appliance Center, and she likes to talk about, John, what about the deal? What about the deal? Well, again, in appliances, the $5.99 washer dryer pair made right here in Northwest Ohio by Whirlpool. We sell a lot of these, probably about 1,000 of those pairs a year, just that one pair only, and for $5.99, and a fantastic deal. Those are right there in the entrance. You've got in a refrigerator, the family size refrigerator for $290. It's an amazing deal also to have a frost-free refrigerator at $290. And all the other categories, to have a $449 50-inch LG, which is obviously has all the HD TV services built right into it. Tremendous deal across the board. In sofas, you've got a $275 sofa that's 90-inch wide. So some tremendous deals all across the board, from appliances and furniture and flooring and cabinetry, you name it, we've got it in one place.
And you can do it all, this weekend I can come in. Let's say that I am interested in watching some of those fantastic basketball games coming up. If I come in and buy a TV, can I have it in time for the tournament to start?
We like to say we'll follow you home, and assuming you want us to follow you home with that television.
That sounds kind of stalkerish.
Well, some people, they beg us, please bring it home. Yeah. Would you please, we don't want to carry it. We don't want to move it in. We don't want to assemble it. So we take care of that. We like to say we make it easy for you. And if you need that television brought to you, and let's face it, March Madness is about as important as a Thanksgiving Day meal. So
or more.
We've got to have that television. So we'll do it. You want us to follow you and bring that big television in your house, we'll make it happen for you.
I do want you to. And could you bring some Tony Pacos with you, too, so I don't even have to leave to get food for the game?
Today would be the day to do that. So.
Let's talk about your location and your hours.
Well, we've been here in Maumee, obviously, our whole lives, 50-plus years, right down the street from another locally owned business, Anderson's, 321 Illinois Avenue, and just a quarter-mile east of Anderson's. And we're here every day till 9 o'clock, 9:30 to 9 every day, and then Sunday, 11 to 6. So, again, we've been here a long time, and our people, our 130-plus local employees, appreciate everyone for supporting us for this long.
Well, it is this is a great reason to shop local, that's for sure. Get to the Appliance Center this week so you can get that new TV or maybe a washer and dryer. That's not quite as fun, but very necessary. We'll be right back on Better Living.